It's your girl, Big Nique, Nique TV gang. It's your girl, the one and only. Y'all, it's your girl, Smiley Goofy Pants. I know I got a nickname from y'all. Low key. Somebody call me Pineapples. That's my favorite nickname. That's my favorite nickname, Pineapples. And y'all know my favorite fruit is pineapple. I don't mind being called pineapples because that's my favorite fruit anyway. And plus, my hair be spiky sometimes, like pineapple, like the whole pineapple. But yeah, all right, y'all. So if you ain't read the description today, and if you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be folding some clothes. I just got home like a couple minutes ago, and I got my water. Make sure you get your water intake. The water I put in here was from a water bottle, alkaline water, 99%, balance your pH balance and all that stuff. Alkaline water. Make sure y'all get you some alkaline water. It's good for you. Alkaline water clean out your system and everything. Make sure y'all get that alkaline water. But that's what I got in my bottle today with some ice. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to show y'all what we doing today. Or what I'm doing today and what y'all about to watch me do today. I'm about to, so these clothes I just washed in this bag. So, yeah, I'm gonna probably sit y'all in front of me because I'm gonna be faced that way. So I'm probably sit y'all in front of me. I'm gonna sit y'all up somewhere in front of me so y'all could see what's going on. And let's get into this motherfucking video. Hopefully today we get a lot of people in this live today and get this shit jumping. I'm waiting for my friend to come in. I know he gonna be in here soon once he realize I'm live. Friend gonna come in here and hold on 1 second because I gotta tell somebody else. Let's get into this motherfucking video. You feel me? It says so today. So it's currently March 21st, and it's 8:55 a.m. where I'm at in the world. Comment down below what y'all eating or ate for breakfast. If y'all been up since how long I've been up. I've been up since probably about like I've been up since like 5. But I didn't go to the laundromat until we split up. See, and so I could see y'all comments because y'all know I wear glasses and I currently don't have them right now. All right, y'all. So bag in there. I had to wash my pink sweater, y'all. This was given to me by my emotional support person. So this was given to me. I had to wash it because I've been wearing this shit every day and it had got super dirty, so I had to freaking wash it. But yeah, this sweater was given to me by my emotional support person. And yeah, who y'all seen a couple times in my videos. We didn't work out as a couple, so he became emotional support person for me. And yeah, and he was better off. He's better off as my friend anyway, because we're both Aquarius, and it's and then in my sign, I'm finding shit to talk about, but yeah, but in my little my birth chart thing, it says I'm compatible with my own sign, but then it's though like we in the same month, and I don't know. We just didn't work out as a couple as being the same sign, so he just became an emotional support person. But he gave me that sweater, and he's just there for me if I need to talk to somebody, that type shit or whatever. But shit, y'all. So I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna talk about or whatever. But yeah, grand rising, grand motherfucking rising, y'all. Today is a peaceful day. I'm feeling good. Um, well, I mean, I ain't feeling too good, but I guess you could say I'm feeling okay today. I ain't too bad. I ain't feeling too bad today. Mentally, I'ma say I ain't feeling too bad mentally, but as far as physically, I'm still in pain, and I'm trying to find ways to cope with it. You know, scoot up more. Y'all can see me. Trying to find, I'm trying to find ways to cope with my pain physically, and trying to do something, making a video for y'all and stuff. Um, but yeah, y'all. Um, I think I told y'all why. I think I told y'all why I'm in pain, as far as my full body, or while I'm in pain. Well, and if you don't know why I'm in pain, because for one, I came on my cycle a couple of days ago. So like the thing about females, like when we come on our cycle, we got a lot of we got a lot of bodily functions. Like it be fucking up. Like when we come on our cycle, it's like yeah, we be achy and stuff. Mood swings, and certain stuff irritates me a lot more than usual when I'm like going through this thing every month. And yeah, I try not to stress about other things, like my mom says, stop worrying about too much. And then plus, if I overstress, overstimulate myself, overstress, it will cause me to come on my cycle twice in 1 month, because that has happened multiple times for me stressing my body out. I stress about things I can't control, such as this job stuff that I've been kind of sort of, I was kind of sort of stressing about. Oh yeah, just yesterday, um, I was very frustrated. I was like very frustrated um, with life, you know. And my mom understood, and cause I went to my mom, and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I'm just frustrated." And then I just started bawling in tears, cause I was already crying, but like I was trying to go to the bathroom to blow my nose, and then she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I'm so frustrated." and she knows why I'm frustrated, what's been going on in the house. Plus, my body aching really bad, like I'm in pain everywhere from my neck all the way down. Like I'm in pain. So, and you can't tell unless I tell you. So, um, cause I kind of perfect hiding things, a little bit. But yeah. So, and I try not to hold things in, like my sister said, cause that's my problem, holding things in. And and she told me, my healing process, you know, involves randomly crying, which I do anyway. Sometimes, like, if I need to cry, I will cry. Like, if I gotta cry now, I will cry. But right now, I can't cry about anything right now. But, I can't even cry about me being in pain right now. Like, cause like I'm basically like trying not to think about it. And and then plus, what the hell is this? It can't be from this fucking bag. It had to be from the fucking machines. Just found a fucking spot on my bands that I don't know why the fuck it got there. My favorite black fucking bands. See what I mean? Like little shit will irritate the fuck out of me because that shit just irritated me. Like they need to fucking clean them washing machines. Like, cause why am I finding like I don't know what the fuck if that was like lint spot or what, but it was just like that shit just irritates the fuck out of me. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, that was just yesterday. And plus it was gloomy outside. It was raining real bad yesterday. And I was feeling like so bad yesterday. I was crying on and off. And I was frustrated with life. And I kind of felt like I'm about to cry talking about it. And I need to talk about it to somebody, whoever it was. But yeah, it's cool. It's life. But I sat next to my mom and she just grabbed me and she embraced me. And yeah, and that made me cry more because I am my mama's baby. I'm her last child. I am literally the baby of all her kids. like I'm her last child. My mom got 7 kids. I'm the last one. And I'm the last one that lives with her, that lives in the house with her. Everybody else got their own place or doing whatever they doing. It's cool, and I'm trying to figure out my life. Like my mom said, I just need to sit and figure out my life and what I want to do in my life. If I want to go back to school, or if I want to work and go back to school, or if I want to just keep doing YouTube and itself or whatever. But I told her that like I want to travel the world, you know, and it's the because she asked me one day what I wanted to do outside of YouTube, and I was like, I mean, I do want to travel the world. I want to be a world traveler. I want to be explore. I want to explore things, discover things that nobody else is discovering, or not in our culture anyway. You know, because it's a lot of things out there. That Black people need to discover. Like we need to discover a lot of things in our culture. Like it's a lot of things out there that they're trying to hide from us black people, that because they know once we find that shit out, oh, it's no stopping us. It's no stopping us at all. All the motherfuckers out there, hey, that's trying to hide shit from us black people, knowing that we was on this motherfucker first. Yeah, you got us fucked up. But yeah, I'm gonna be an explorer. I'm gonna be a traveler. I'm gonna be traveling for food. I'm gonna be traveling, seeing shit. I'm trying to come back home with shit from other places, and I can say that I've been to that place because I brought something home from them. I'm trying to be like that. I'm trying to know what it feels like to have a good life, and like just I just want that chance to feel like, you know, just I don't know. I just want to just feel like a normal person and having a good life. Sometimes I don't feel like a normal person, and I'm about to cry about that shit right now. And I didn't expect to cry. I'm emotional because I'm on my cycle. So excuse me. Shit. Um. Y'all, I did not expect to cry, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. I didn't expect to cry, but like sometimes I don't feel normal, you know, it's mentally anyway. Nobody has the mindset that I have, you know, try to find ways to cope with stuff, you know. Keep, I mean, I be feeling good when, I'm doing this YouTube shit, just finding shit, just trying to like find shit to cope. Hello, Ace of Spades. How you doing? How's your morning going? How's y'all's morning going? I'm feeling great, but at the same time, not as great because I started talking about something, and then I just, yeah, as you can see, I'm really like feeling away, kind of. When I talk about certain shit, like my deep feelings and shit about shit, I'll be like, I'm like an emotional person. I be like, and really, I'm trying to get out of my emotional era, but like, I don't know. It's just, I guess I'm gonna always be emotional because that's just in my sign. I'm emotional. Um, but yeah. Anyways, but yeah, um, I need y'all help with getting more subscribers. Y'all gotta share my lives. Y'all gotta share my whole channel. Y'all gotta help me. I'ma help you. If you want to be a YouTuber, I can give you some good advice. It's not easy, as you can see. It's not easy, so don't go in this YouTube shit thinking that it's easy, because it ain't. It's not easy. I sometimes get frustrated with this YouTube shit, and because you can see, I work from my phone, so and I need a new phone. Um, I need a camera, you know, shit like that. And I get frustrated with shit like that a lot. Um, but um, yeah. So uh, today I'm trying to feel better than I felt yesterday, pretty much. Because I was crying a lot yesterday, and yeah. As the big fucking baby I am, I had to go to my mom, and I had to get her embrace, and I normally don't like people seeing me cry, My mom knows when I cry is something very serious. If I start crying about something, and she just tells me not to keep stressing about it because she know I like when I start stressing this I'm stressed, and it's just that's it. You know, I'm tired of depending on people. Um, Sometimes I feel like I'm a burden because I'm waiting on this job shit, and I'm trying to get in my own place before I hit my 25th birthday, shit like that. All this shit frustrating me. Just real life shit. That's why I don't edit my videos. This is real life. This is my life. Like, yeah, I don't have no job right now. I don't ran through so much jobs. It's getting harder for me to find a job at 24. Yeah, the system dying and it's fucking with me. Like, finding a job is really fucking with me because like I wish that I'd have stayed at the factory that I was at long while ago. My first factory I worked at was Cuisine Solutions. If you know about Cuisine Solutions Factory, that's where I was working at before, packing meats and stuff. It was like the easiest job, getting paid every week. Um, I fucked that up. I left that job because my shoulder, it was always cold. We had to always dress up warm because it was super cold in the place. And my shoulder would ache a lot from the cold. And I should have just dealt with that shit. And because that was the best job I ever fucking had. And I fucked it up because my mental is fucked up. So, yeah, I done fucked up more than 5 jobs. I've had, I've had like, uh, let's see, I've worked at like two factories, which was Cuisine Solutions and Freshly, if y'all know about them two factories. Freshly is, I was working in the kitchen, in this hot ass kitchen at Freshly. I was putting ingredients together and shit for the cooks and shit like that. It was super fucking hot in there. I see with that job, with the Freshly job, I had to leave that job because they wasn't trying to do no more driving, like because I'm not driving. So, and I don't got my license. So they had drivers for us, but then they were starting to do like bullshit, talking about some, oh, at a certain time, like on a certain at a certain date or whatever the hell the case may be, that we gonna have to bring ourselves to work. And I'm like, I'm not fucking driving. I don't have my license. How the fuck I'm supposed to get to work? Mind you, Freshly is all somewhere out close to Virginia, or somewhere deep in Maryland. And like, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I've had a lot of fast food jobs. Well, I mean, not a lot, but a lot for me. I've worked at Time restaurant. Um, if y'all know about Time, or however you say it. Um, I've worked at Wendy's. Um, oh yeah, I had more hotel jobs than fast food actually, cause I better work by myself. I like working housekeeping, but yeah, I was working housekeeping in Nebraska, which was the easiest more than in the DMV, like, cause there in Nebraska their hotels was small, so like it was easy for me. But once I got back home and getting a hotel job, housekeeping, it got harder because of my shoulders, and the hotels we got in the DMV is big and like a lot more rooms. Like I was working at this hotel in down the harbor. Um I forgot what's it called, but I was working at this hotel down the harbor by the MGM. Um and the way their rooms was, like they was full furnished rooms, like looking like a fucking condo. Like those rooms was hard as fuck to do. And they always was complaining. They was always trying to complain about how I cleaned something. I'm like, motherfucker, I can only do so much, and they didn't understand it. They kept giving me more than 5 fucking rooms a day, and I'm like, y'all gotta fucking, what the fuck are y'all doing? Anyway, sorry, this motherfucker's irritating, making just fucking noise for no reason. But yeah, y'all. Yeah. So I've had a lot of over more than 5 jobs, and most of them I fucked up just by leaving because um either because I was so worried about because my shoulder and doing too much. I was overworking myself. Like, I mean, every job I had, I was the best fucking worker, but it was like I wasn't getting no help. So I just like, and I wasn't happy. And cause I wasn't getting no help. I was feeling miserable at every last one of these jobs. I was feeling so miserable because like I was overworking myself, overstimulating myself, and it was like, and it wasn't paying off. Like, I don't know. And then on top of that, I was supposed to a while ago I had wrote down places to find me a studio apartment, and I fucked my money up because I was worried about other people and the relationships and who I was talking to, and spending my money on them, and, and always smoking, helping the person, get whatever they want because I'm just a good fucking person. Even if you got your own money, I'm still help you if I got it. I'm just that type of person. And being in a relationship, that's what I was mainly doing as when I was working. And then it was just like I had a I had a setback, and yeah, and then I was out of work eventually for some months. I was out of work, and for the first time, I was out of work, and it felt good to just sit down. You know, it felt good to just sit down and just worry about me. And just try to get into myself more. But then being as though I live where I live at, I was I don't really like sitting for real. And I came to that conclusion. I don't like not doing nothing. I'm not a lazy person. Um, I get very agitated, at a certain point where if I'm not doing something, because my mom would say like, "How you going?" Because I was telling her that I wanted to get an emotional support dog, and she was like, "How you gonna get a dog and you don't know how to sit down? You don't even know you moving everywhere from this place to this place to this place." He's like, "How you gonna get a dog and you don't even know how to stay still?" I was like, I don't know, but he was gonna go everywhere with me though. And I still want me to get a dog, but I can't get no dog while I'm at my mom's house because she told me having pets in this complex, having pets, it costs more. And I don't want to put that stress on my mom than what she already have on her. And her bill already high as it is. And I don't want it to be more me wanting a dog or, any pet for myself, just for my emotions and shit. Like it's I'm not gonna do that to my mom. I feel like that'll be selfish. And then plus now I'm not working anymore, so I have to wait to even get a pet anyway until I start working and save up. And then my mom said she was like, when you get your own place, then you can get a pet. I said, yeah, I know, and that's what's frustrating me because I was supposed to been in my own spot, but at the time of when I wrote down them addresses and shit and looking for a studio apartment, I was with somebody and I was always with that person. Like every day of the week, I was always with that person at his house. I was always with him all the time. I was gone for like months at a time being with him, and he never went nowhere. He was always home. I was always next to him, watching him play the game, just doing whatever. And yeah, and when I was working, I would go to work and then sometimes I come home, sometimes I come straight home, and sometimes he'll get me an Uber or something to his house, and then I'll just be there until I go back to work. Like that's how it went. Like that's how my life went, and that was the longest relationship I've been in. And since that ended a year some time ago, um, cause like we had ended. In fact, that relationship was so long. It had just ended last year at the beginning of last year. Cause I was just with him. Like I was with him my last birth. Like not my last birthday. I wasn't with him on my birthday, but I was with him like at the beginning of my birthday month, and then shit was happening, and then he sent me home, and then I was here for months, and then next thing you know, he sent all my shit here. Um, I don't know. It was like he was like very like bipolar, I would say, and that's the person I used to talk about all the time. When I used to say my Libra, yeah. And I thought was my other half. I thought he was my other half because our birthday was like literally, we literally got the same numbers in our birthday. Mine's January 31st. His was October 13th. Like if you look at the numbers, 0131, 1013, literally the same numbers. But he was just born a year before me. Like it was literally the same number, so I thought he was my twin flame. But next thing you know, I'm just like, damn. But that relationship, it was like we was on ice anyway. Shit was happening mainly because of me. Um, I mean, it was kind of the best relationship I've been in, but then it wasn't as the best relationship. But that relationship, it was more serious. I don't know when, at what point it had became serious, but like basically in that relationship, when we was good, but when it got bad, it got bad because I'm Aquarius, he a Libra. You tip the scale, and if you and Waterbury drown your ass. Hey, but it's sad in my sign, in my shit. It says that I'm compatible with Libra. I'm compatible with Libra, Gemini, and for as in my birth data, it's a Libra, Gemini, and my own sign, Aquarius. But then I seen something else that it said Aquarius. But it said I'm compatible with Aries too. Um, yeah, and then it said I'm spiritual compatible with my own sign because we're like we connect mentally, spiritually, like we understand each other mentally and spiritually. So that's how I'm compatible with my own sign spiritually. But as far as Libra, I'm compatible with them because I forgot how what it said, but y'all, and that shit said I'm compatible with Gemini, but I hate the fuck out of Gemini. Like, yeah, I don't know how I'm compatible with Gemini because I hate the hell out of them. Like, I hate the fuck out of Gemini. Like we're not a good, like, it's like Gemini, like, I feel like with men, with Aquarius and Gemini, we not compatible for real because, like, for the simple fact, we may be compatible on friend level, but relationship level is not it. Because, first of all, they're two faced and I can be a hothead. So, when you rub me the wrong way, I can definitely be a hothead. If you know me personally, I could be a boiling demon, sometimes. If you like really, if you like really see me in that type of mode, then like, but of course, like the YouTube family, y'all never seen me real like in that mode. So like, but yeah, y'all always hear me talk about it, and I have stories about it. But like, yeah, and then y'all, um, and then I don't even know if I told y'all, cause y'all know, really, I'm so rare. I'm so rare. Like, I'm a lover and a fighter. So like, meaning like, I would love the hell out you, give you everything you want, everything. Like, I would just do whatever for you. That's how I'm a lover. But a fighter, like, if you like, if you do some shit to me, like if you do some like real wild shit to me, towards me, to me, such as if you if you steal from me knowing that I've helped you in life, period, or like something like that. This is just an example, but like if you was to like, because I'm such a good person, like it shouldn't be no reason. It shouldn't be no reason for you to steal from me, for you to do anything like negative to me if I've done shit for you, like, because I'm just that person. I like y'all. I've been hurt so much. I've been hurt like extremely so much, and I've been through some shit. Sometimes I don't like to talk about it, but sometimes people say you feel better when you talk about it, even over a million times. You feel better afterwards. And it's a part of your healing when you talk about it, keep talking about it until you officially over it. Cause y'all, there's a lot of things that y'all don't know. There's a lot of things I've been through that, like, and then, like, I ain't even gonna count to y'all. I ain't even gonna count to y'all. Um, like I give motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt, no matter how much you hurt me. I would Like I still stand 10 toes to you, like, and give you the benefit of the doubt, like, no matter how many times you done hurt me, like, cause I know it's such thing as people can change, and and at first I didn't believe it and shit like that, but like, it's like now it's just like, damn, people really can change. It's the current person that I was in a bad relationship with before that I'm talking to now. And y'all know I'm not gonna keep nothing. Y'all know I'm not keeping nothing from y'all. I don't discriminate. Hey, if them people, if they don't tell me, oh, I don't want you to talk about this, that, and the third, and I won't talk about it. But nobody says that, so I talk about what I want to talk about. And so, yeah. But yeah, this current person that I'm talking to now, I'm not technically in a relationship with, but we talk, we do what we do. But like, this person I was in a really bad relationship with. It was very toxic. Um, the high school days, it was very toxic. But it's like now he's a different person, and it's like, and it shocked the hell out of me when he like first when he texted me. Well, I don't know if I texted him first. I think he might have texted me first. I don't know. But it was like it shocked the hell out of me because I'm not talking to this person like that hurt me a lot. And that's what I mean by I give people the benefit of the doubt because I don't have to do that. But I choose to do that. I choose to put myself in that situation. I don't know why. Hey, I don't know. I don't know why. But he actually showed me that he a changed person. Um, Honestly, and y'all know I'm not holding nothing back from y'all. I'm pretty sure he gonna see this video. Um, I don't want to be in no relationship with nobody. Um, I don't need. I'm gonna say this. I don't need to be in a relationship with nobody right now in my life. Like where I'm at in my life, I I'm trying to get this together. Trying to put this back together. Trying to put all this back together because like I'm broken from every which way from shit that a lot of it's a lot that y'all don't know. So I'm broken from every which way. Um, and I'm just trying to put pieces back together with super glue, like gorilla glue. Like I'm trying to fucking put pieces back together. You know, it's just like I'm like a fucking puzzle that hasn't been finished. Like, I'm not gonna cap to y'all. Like, I'm like a puzzle that haven't been finished, that haven't been finished for years. That's just I'm half placed, and I'm still trying to find the other puzzles focus. Like, like that's what I be feeling like I'm a fucking puzzle. But like, I still have a heart of gold for everybody, for anybody. I still have a heart of gold. You know, it's I never had no, I never, I don't got no hate in my heart for nobody. Even for the person that used to hurt me that I started back talking to. Um, I don't have no hate in my heart at all for nobody. I can't have no hate in my heart for nobody. For some fact, I just it's just me for real. But it's just um, it's like it's like In my mind, I know how to put it into words, but when it comes out, I don't know how to put it into words. You get it? I don't know if you get it, but yeah, it's yeah. I'm still healing. I'm still in the process of healing from shit. Um, and it's a lot of things that I have to heal from. That's the main reason why I don't want to be in a relationship right now with nobody. Cause I don't want to take shit like too serious with somebody and doing all of this and that, and then I'm still carrying old baggage. Like that's just it's not gonna work. Cause yeah, it's just it can't work. It ain't gonna work. It's just I can't carry old baggage and then trying to be serious with somebody. It's not gonna work because then it's just gonna make me like be. I feel like it's just gonna make me just not be happy, and it's just going like you could pretty much say it's gonna turn me bitter, and I'm gonna be a hothead to the person I'm trying to be with, like, and they ain't doing shit to me wrong. Like, that's just how it would be. Like, it's like I'm already a bit bipolar. Um, I don't take nothing for it, but I came to the conclusion that I'm bipolar sometimes. Keyword sometimes. I'm a bit bipolar sometimes, but then again, I don't I don't, I don't, I don't think I'm that bipolar for real. But like, I know, like, if you pick the wrong, basically, if you like pick the wrong day to fuck with me, like, it's just going. To you, I may be a fucking bipolar person. Cause you just but to me it's like you picked the wrong day to fuck with me. You picked the wrong day to say anything wrong to me. Like that's just how I see it. Like, so I don't really think I'm really bipolar for real. It's just that people like to piss me off, and you gotta show them that I'm not the one you want to piss off. I'm not the Aquarius that you want us to piss off because this water barrier will drown your ass. and I and I just started saying that shit about water barrier. I just started saying that shit just now. Like, like you picked the wrong day to fuck with me. It's just that's it. And y'all, I can barely fucking see this screen. I can't see the numbers. And I can't see no fucking the words and shit. If you comment, I'm gonna have to get close. But ain't nobody really commenting right now. People just coming and going. I appreciate everybody for stopping by, no matter how long you stay. Um, yeah, it is what it is. No hard feelings. That will any other day that shit will probably piss me off. Just me because I'm trying to be myself, and then sometimes I feel like I'm not being supported. Yeah, you're watching me, but I don't feel like I'm being supported sometimes, and that's just my truth, you know. And because black people will push the, you know, black people will push the, oh, I want to see you win, and all of this, and are you doing anything to help me win? Like, cause like I don't know, and like for all these little black owned businesses and stuff, I don't see how people be saying, oh, they gonna help somebody, but they have to pay. They have to pay you to help them. That's not helping. Like, okay, like that's not helping. I have to pay you to promote my channel. We're both black. Like we both started from the bottom. Like we both been in the same situations or similar situations of how we got to that point. So like why do my thing is, and this is just my opinion, why do I have to pay you to help me? Like, and we're both black. Like you started from the bottom just like I'm starting from the bottom now. So like why, and I barely got money, so why I have to pay you to promote my channel? All these people like, oh, you gotta pay for promotions, this and the third. Why? Why? You that money hungry? Like when you know you getting income already, you already getting income, and then you pretty much just money hungry because like and y'all, I'm just talking about shit right now. I'm just talking. So yeah, but like just to have something to talk about, which just like real shit. Like and I and then I used to say like, oh, when I get some money, I'm gonna pay somebody to promote my channels. I can get more looked at, get more subscribers, this, that, and the third. But then it was just like, you know what? I would rather promote my own shit for free. Like, I would rather promote my own shit. Like, why am I spending money for you to just repost my page, my channel, my anything? Like, you already getting income from somewhere. Like, already. You already got a job, you already got your own house, whatever the fuck you got. Like you already got your own business and all this shit. Why am I paying you? It's just like it's just it's like why? And yeah, nah, that's just how I feel about it. Like I'm not paying no fucking money to promote my fucking channel. Like you either gonna genuinely support me or get the fuck on. Because I don't need none of that. Like it's just I don't need none of that. So yeah, so um, it is what it is, you know. Cause I shouldn't be like now. Really, honestly, and this is my opinion, that shit would be expected from a white person. Oh, the white person, giving a price on promoting. But honestly, that should not, like black people, we shouldn't be doing that shit to each other. We've all done started from the bottom. Some people done came up at the same time. Some people coming up at different times. Like if you know you already up and I'm trying to get where you at or get close to where you at, what like I'm confused. I don't get it. And that's just my opinion. I'm not paying a motherfucking soul just for somebody, just for just so I could feel like you being fucking genuine. If you was real genuine on supporting me and supporting my channel, you will be sharing it for free. Like you will be sharing it. You will be shouting me out. You'll be doing this. If y'all say I'm y'all, like for example, if you say for example, if you say I'm your favorite YouTuber, shouldn't you be like shouldn't it be you be helping me promote my channel? Like if you say I'm your favorite YouTuber, or if you say I'm your favorite person to watch, or if you say, oh, Oh, that's my friend. Oh, that's family. Oh, that's bleed. That's whatever. That's that's gang. Like, if I'm all of this, where to support it for free? Because ain't nobody paying just so you can post my shit wherever whatever social media you got that I can already do myself. Like, all I need is just more. I just need more views. I need more views coming through. I need more views. The more views I get, the subscribers gonna come in. Because for people that doesn't know I'm a YouTuber, that's out there that watch YouTube, that haven't came across my videos yet, like, somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, like, come bring them, like, tell them, stop by the channel. Like, if you see that I'm live, tell your friend. If you know your friend like watching YouTube or like watching people, like, just if you know your friend like watching, just regular people coming up, you know, and they happy to watch other people coming up in their culture, and they want to be the same way, send them over. Send them over. Like, why y'all being stingy? Send them over. I don't understand why people be like, it's like, I feel like it's selfish sometimes. I feel like it's very selfish. And then, top of that, it's like, I be getting frustrated because I be losing like 2 or 3 subscribers. I mean, I know it's gonna go back up, but it always gets stuck at 310 or like 309, 308. Like, right now I'm at right now I'm at 307. I done lost like quarter. 10, I'm at 307. I lost like 3 subscribers. And I just hope that it don't keep going down because why am I losing subscribers? I'm posting consistently. If I'm y'all favorite, if y'all subscribe to me, I'm posting consistently. You're not seeing the same fucking video over and over again. It's I got over 300 some, close to 400 videos. Like, look at them. Like, I got a whole page of videos. I got shorts. I got regular videos. I got live videos. I got readings. Me doing puzzles, whatever you like to see. Like, or if you like to hear me read, I've got playlists of me reading shit. Like, if you want to hear me read, request it. Request it. And I'm gonna find a funny ass book for you. And I'm gonna read that shit. Like, come on now. I like reading. I like doing a lot of shit. I like doing puzzles. I like reading. I like writing. I like um I like word search. I be trying to show I be trying to show y'all everything that I like doing. I like cleaning, I like organizing, decluttering. That's all that's the main videos that I be watching. People deep cleaning, spring cleaning, whatever type of cleaning. I love watching videos like that because it motivates me to do it. Like, that's why. But I'm already an organized person as it is. It's satisfying watching other people do it too, though. Like, if I wasn't on live, I would be sitting here like I'll be sitting here with somebody video right now, watching somebody video cleaning up or something, and I'm doing something with them. Like, I be trying to interact with other YouTubers that's already up. I be trying to comment on their stuff so they could see that I'm a YouTuber coming up. I be trying to get advice from big, YouTube people and stuff like that. Like, I don't understand. Like, you started from the bottom where I am. So why can't I get some help from you? Like, you already up there. I'm right here. You already up there. I'm trying to get up here or even past. Like, and then the crazy thing is, people be scared. I be feeling people really be scared to help another black people be scared to help another black person because hey, once I get once I get down to the nitty gritty of how to do this shit, I'ma be up past you. But you don't. But everybody pushing the I want to see you win. Do you really want to see me win? Like, cause you could hear it. You could say it all day. You could say it every day of the week. But do you believe that you could say it all you want? But do you believe it? And I've been talking this whole time, and I got like a half a bag. It's like not that much clothes. I've been on live for an hour and 2 minutes. Just I've been sitting here talking and folding. I got so much clothes, and really, y'all, I'm trying to get rid of all these old clothes. I'm trying to start all over. Like, that's why I'm trying to hurry up and start working because I've seen some cute outfits that's my style. Like I'm trying to pop out. I'm trying to pop out. Like, I'm trying to pop out 24, fine shit, little fine shit. I'm trying, I'm trying to be that. Like, I'm already low fine shit, but in most people's eyes, I'm already low fine shit. But I'm trying to be. Sometimes, y'all, I like being seen, cause like I know I'm cute. You can look at me. I know I'm cute, but don't be staring at me though. I know it's crazy, right? Don't stare at me though. And it be like that sometimes. Like, oh yeah, y'all like my little underwear? I love these underwear, y'all. I got these from Amazon. I got different colors in these underwear. I love the lace part on them. They're so freaking cute, and all of them like this got the flower on it, but it's different colors. Like, let me show y'all. Hold on, let me see if I can find another pair real quick so you can see. I got different colors of that underwear. Let me see. Like these, it's the same type of underwear, but and they got the same. You can't even tell because the color is so cream or light, but like they all like yeah. I love these fucking underwear. And then guess what type of underwear these are? These are paternity underwear for pregnant women. These underwear is for fucking pregnant women. When they pull it up they stomach, because when a pregnant woman, she get the belly. And so the underwear, this lace part is supposed to fit nice, on the belly, like when they pull it up, the lace part will be on the belly part. But, like, I'm not pregnant, but I love these fucking underwear. Like, if I could find more colors in these, I would throw out all my underwear except these and get a lot more of these. They fit comfortable. They're soft. Like they fit me. Like they fit everything. And I'm a tad bit thick, but it keep me in place. Like, y'all women gotta get them underwear because them underwear is legit. Like, those underwear, they legit. They like feel so great. And plus, and some other ones I wear. These These are the breathable. These are breathable ones. Like, look at the print. Like, it's like I can't even. Can you like tell? Like, you could see like kind of like see like through it. Kind of like if you was in the light, like you can see my fingers. Like you could tell it's breathable underwear. Like y'all women need to get these underwear. Every woman needs to get breathable underwear. Like y'all don't need no underwear where your hoo ha is not, don't got no air to it, you know, cause that's not good health wise down there, you know, just keeping it, closed in, y'all need to get women, y'all need to get these breathable underwear. I think I got these from Amazon. You can find them on Amazon. Some breathable underwear. Yeah, every woman needs them underwear because, like, you'll feel it. Thank me later. And they feel great. Like, they super soft. They'll probably have your man just feeling on you just cause they soft. Like, I ain't got no man to be feeling on me. But, yeah, I ain't got no. Let me say for y'all that's married, your husband, that be just feeling on you. He'll just tell you walk around in them underwear because they look good on you. Everything. They look good. They feel good. Get y'all woman. Hey, and if it's men on here, get y'all woman them underwear. Hey, thank me later. Yeah, keep her little hoo ha and healthy, is because they breathable. We gotta have air down there because so for men, see men, y'all ain't gonna understand because it's like y'all got the stick, but yeah, man, like y'all ain't gotta have no breathable fucking underwear. Like it's like y'all niggas like but for us because we're flat and we got holes and shit, it need to breathe. It's just like another mouth. Like it's just like it need to breathe. Thank me later. Hey, your woman gonna thank you if you buy her something. She gonna thank you. You feel me? She gonna thank you. She gonna thank you. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. She gonna thank you after you buy it. She gonna thank you. She gonna thank you later. She, chill, chill, y'all. Oh, I was trying to ignore that shit, but every time I move my head a certain way, I just feel that shit pulling. It's just, I don't know. I guess I got a crook in my neck or something. But yeah, go find y'all them underwear, y'all. This shit ain't sponsored. I wish I had some, sponsor videos getting paid for some sponsor videos and shit. But like, hey, it is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do, you know? And like, so yeah. Another impression shorts. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. See, look, y'all. Another pair. Another pair. Same underwear. But it's gray. Like, told y'all I love these underwear. I had got those in a pack. Like, I didn't get them separately. I had got them in a pack. Like, every color that you about to see me pull out in that underwear, in that same color, my favorite color. You know, I had to get the pack that had my favorite color in it because they had different ones. It had different colors, shades, whatever. But I had to get the ones that had my favorite color in it because I ain't see no other ones that had any purple, any type of purple. As soon as I seen these ones that had purple in it, I was like, I gotta get those. I gotta get them, and they so cute. And y'all know My favorite flower is roses, lilies. Um, I like lilies because I like every type of flower that's purple. Cause I'm a purple girl. If I had my own place, it would probably be a bunch of purple shit. Like, and that's just how I see my own place. Like me living by myself, I see me decorating my house, bunch of purple shit, and like I see my house as like almost like Joker themed, purple and green, like like far as like really not the house that I want to get built, but like cause that got a lot more to it of how I see it, but because the house that I want to get built, y'all, and like and I know for a fact nobody house is like this how I want to get it built, and I'm not going to go into too many details about it, but far as the theme, like the color of the house inside, the house, it'll be like, yeah, it'll be in fact actually it'll be like different things like throughout the house, like because I'm a colorful girl, y'all know I'm bisexual, I'm involved with the colorful flag. So, well, the way I see my house that I want to get built up from scratch, I see like different little stuff. Like it's just like I don't know. I got different ideas. I still come up with ideas that I see my dream house, and nobody got the mindset that I got. My shit gonna be like that. It's like my shit gonna be. I got the whole layout already, y'all. You see, my layout is just how I just wrote shit down for like different rooms, how I want to see the rooms and stuff like that. And one thing I know nobody got in their house, and I never seen it. I haven't came across it yet. Nobody got it for YouTubers because I'm gonna have me a YouTube room for when I'm just doing videos in the room. Um, I don't be like the way my floor gonna be. I'm gonna have my YouTube name engraved in the floor. Yeah, yeah, y'all. I know nobody ain't doing this shit. In fact, actually, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be so big on YouTube, my house. I'm gonna have my fucking YouTube name outside of my house, so you know who live here. But guess what? You can't do no robbing me, cause I'm gonna have me some weapons. I may have some bodyguards. Nah, my bodyguards is gonna be. It's gonna be a shield. It's gonna be a protective shield. That's my bodyguard that I'm gonna have in my house. It's gonna be a protective shield around my house and security. Security, cameras. So like my shit gonna look like how on the purge when he pushed the button and the thing came down, it rolled down, locked up the whole house. Ah. Yeah, I tell you, I got a brain for days. Like, y'all, my shit gonna be, and y'all ain't even gonna cap. Certain ideas I got from that I seen, cause I got a page. I got like different pages on my Instagram of of, of big houses and what it look, the of billionaire houses and shit, right? And I took certain ideas from 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 stuff, and then something, and then certain stuff but yeah, y'all see, look, I got the blue ones. But yeah, I took certain ideas from some places, and then other ideas I just came off the top of my head. I would tell y'all, because I ain't gonna go into full detail. I don't need nobody stealing my ideas for my dream house. So I promise you, I get your ass. Not you, the person in the, not you, y'all, not y'all in the live, but I'm just saying for anybody else, that watch it. But all right, so one idea that I took from somewhere else, um, in my kitchen is gonna be an Italy style kitchen, meaning I'm gonna have, I'm gonna be, so really, I'm gonna have enough money where I'm gonna have some personal cooks, but my kitchen gonna be Italy style. I'm gonna have me a long, like my house gonna be so big where my kitchen gonna be big as fuck, and where I'm gonna have this big ass wide island, chairs on one side, cooks on the other side, baby. Hey, motherfucking. Have you ever seen a house that had like two, four fucking ovens? And like, that's a Italy style. Like real, like a bunch of fucking burners and shit, and like real cooking up shit. Like, yeah, I tell y'all, when I real give me some money, I ain't gonna cap. I may be a little bit lazy. I'm gonna be, nah, sometimes I'm gonna be cooking myself. Cause I got me a whole little cookbook, girl. Like, I'm thinking, I was talking to like, so look, nah, I may not get no fucking no cooks for real, no personal cooks, um, because I got me a book of recipes that I want to do myself. So yeah, y'all females, make sure y'all got y'all writing down y'all little recipe books. You know, it's just a little food for thought. Write you a little recipe book that different recipes you want to try by yourself on your own. And yeah, I got me a whole little book, and I still ain't finished. I still ain't finished. I still be writing down little recipes and shit that I want to try. Ain't nobody getting no fucking no personal cook. Fuck the personal cook. I am my personal cook. Fuck. In my fucking house. I don't think nobody gonna be in my damn house, the but hopefully my husband or wife, cause I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna marry in the future by the time I get my house built, or hey, I might be single as a Pringle still, living life to the fullest. I'm not by myself, and I feel like I'm gonna be more at peace that way, and just hey, we can hang out. But really, when I get my house built, ain't nobody. Hey, you don't come to my house. If you like, don't just show up at my house. If you got my address and shit, I'm like, don't just call me first before you show up at my house. Family, friends, whoever, like, don't just show up at my shit, cause you gonna regret it. Don't just show up at my shit now. You gonna regret it. And go with family, anybody, like, nope. And plus, I'm not having nobody live with me. And my mama, she a different story. But my siblings or anybody, no, cause everybody already got their own shit anyway. So when I go up, no, 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 no. Sorry. You can come visit. I'm gonna have me a housewarming and everything. All my siblings is invited, whether if I like you or not. Hey, all my siblings invited, so you could see that I came up more than you did, and you thought I was gonna live by your dream. Mm-mm. Come, 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 siblings. That's what I'm gonna say when I get my fucking house built. When that shit is fire, when that motherfucking shit fire, I wanted to fucking be. Mm-mm. I'm gonna be like, come, come, come on over. Come, come, housewarming, baby. You can invite who you want. You know, you can have a plus one or whatever, but come, 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 and take your shoes off at the door. Come, come. My a, I ain't got time to be a keep on like mopping my floors or sweeping my floors, vacuuming and shit, cause of shoes and feet prints and all that shit. If I got glass in my house, if you got kids, hey, don't put your hand on my glass. None of my glass. I don't want no fingerprints or nothing. I better not find no fingerprints or nothing. If you come visit my house, don't touch nothing that got glass. I better not see no fingerprints on that. Hey, when you get your own house, you can do the fuck you want. You can say what you want. You can put everybody the fuck out if you want. Hey, I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be that motherfucker. Hey, you got one time to piss me off when you come to my house. One time. That's it. And I'm gonna tell your ass. All right, the door. Cause I'm not with that negative shit. You only got one time. Might goes for my siblings, any family members outside, whoever, any friends, whether you new, old, a, a, a. Don't ask to come live in my house when I get my house built. Hey, don't ask me, cause I'm gonna tell you now, I'm already trying to perfect this to saying no to people already. Because for some reason I'm a people pleaser, and I always jump up for people, but like you know, if you ask me, if you ask me to help you or something, I was that person. But hell no, hell no. The only person I'm helping is my mama. And any day, any time, any lifetime, she's the only person I'm helping. Like, any day, any lifetime. Let me get $1 billion motherfucking dollars right now. Mom, let's go. What car you want? What truck you want? Mom, what restaurant you want to go to? Like, I'm gonna be taking my mama out, and I pray by the time I get my shit built that my mom's still alive, so she could see. I real pray that my mom is still alive when when I do get that chance to have that better life. I pray that she's still alive to see it, you know, because she's the only person that I want to make happy. I want to make her proud, regardless if she's here or if she don't be here. Because, and I already know my grandpa and my grandpa. I wish I had his I wish I had his ashes. My bitch ass biological father as my grandfather ashes, and it hurts me because how he used to treat my grandfather, because he was always drinking and stuff like that. It's cool. He was tired. He was always in pain. He was ready to go. You know, he was mentally getting himself ready to go. And unfortunately, he left before I graduated high school. I know he was there with me, but from the other side. But I wanted him to be at my high school graduation, but he died years before. So Yeah, so that's it. So yeah. Um, y'all see this damn bag? How full it is? Can you tell how full this bag is? I'm trying to get rid of all these clothes. I mean, I got enough to throw outfits together and shit like that for now. And then really, if if I really get into my creative mindset, um, I could really just flip these clothes, cut them, make other outfits. But this weather's so crazy. It's spring now, but it's like super cold, stuff like that. I'd be glad when summertime hit. And yeah, I'd be glad when the summertime come around. So I can wear my dresses. But yeah, y'all, I ain't tell y'all. So this year, my old lieutenant colonel from my high school, he recently contacted me and he told me that I'm invited to an alumni little award little thing or something that they're having sometime in April. And I think it's on April 14th. I got it on my calendar, but I just forgot. It's sometime in April, and and I've been waiting to go to a fucking alumni little thing. I've been waiting to graduate so I could become an alumni. If you know me personally, then you know what high school I went to. Really, I don't mind telling y'all. I went to Dunbar High School. It's Paul Lawrence Dunbar. It's Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School in Northwest DC. Um, People used to think that I was talking about the Dunbar that's in Baltimore. No, I don't. I didn't go to that Dunbar. Like I didn't go to that one. Sorry. So when every time I say a Dunbar, they be like, well, you the one you went to the one in Baltimore. You went in Baltimore. I'm like, no, the one I went to was in DC, Northwest. I mean, they shitty as fuck now since I graduated. They like it done got real wild around here. But he told me I gotta dress up professionally, do whatever the case may be. Cool. I got me some professional clothes or whatnot. Damn, I just thought about it. Where the fuck happened to my slacks? I think I threw them away. No, not throw them away, but I think I gave my slacks away, my black slacks that I wore um to my prom because I wore a suit to my prom, and really, I wish I would have. I wish I had the experience to go to prom with a male, I wish I had the experience to wear a dress and go to prom with a male, but apparently that didn't work out. I went to prom with a female, and I wanted to wear a dress, but the dress I wanted, um, at the time of trying to order it, it wasn't gonna come. It wasn't the dress wasn't gonna come on time. The colors that we went for was, and I can show y'all what So this was part of the suit that I wore, my corset I wore for prom when I went with a girl. I wish I would have. I wish I got to go with a male that was actually planned. I was actually supposed to go with a male, but he was on some other shit, and he didn't get to go to prom and stuff. So yeah. And then I thought, and then another thing with that, um, honestly, I thought I was at the time. I was I was dating somebody from another school. The person at the time of me meeting the girl that I went to prom with, I was in a relationship already with a male, but he didn't go to the same school, and he was on the verge of graduating. He went to Oxon Hill High School or somewhere. He was already he was already on the verge of graduating, and I thought I was gonna have that experience to go to his prom and wear a dress. But he was on some other shit, and yeah, um, and that ended, very quickly. Um, which is cool. And then before that, my ninth grade year, I was in a relationship with somebody, and we had planned, the toxic. He's not toxic anymore. I mean, I keep saying that. He's not toxic anymore with the person that I was in a bad relationship with before. That he changed. And at a point in time, at a point in time, I I believe we had talked about going to prom together, but then but he was on other shit too at the time, because he was still a young man. He wasn't really a man. He was a toxic boy, and then he started barely coming to school, and he was getting himself into trouble, going to jail, whatever the case may be. So, um, so that didn't really work out, and plus I was going through a hell of a lot with that person. So yeah. Of course, I'm not gonna say names. For sure, they don't want them to be looked at like that. I'm just talking more, past things that that could have happened or was supposed to happen. You know, but yeah, I'm very grateful to go. That I'm very grateful I went to prom. I got the experience to go to prom, but it's just the fact that I didn't get the experience to wear a dress and go with a male like every other female that was at the prom. They came with a male, so it was like I was the only female that came with another female. Just about. No, 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 let me not say that. No, I remember. No, I'm not the only female that came with another female, but like I was the only female that was in a relationship with a female, I think. But like, and she got to wear a dress. We both was gonna wear a dress, but then I had to think fast because the dress I wanted, I was gonna have the short dress, and she was gonna have a long dress and whatever. And the thing that we was going for was blue, gold, black, blue, gold, whatever the case may be. Um, at first, I wanted purple. I wanted to go for a purple theme because that was my favorite color. I was trying to find a purple dress, and I couldn't find a purple dress. And I real had my mind set on purple dress, or short purple dress and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I mean, it didn't really work out. It didn't work out how I wanted it to. But we still had fun. You know, we had got a hotel, even though her family was very shitty to me. Um, for a long time, her family was very shitty. Well, at the beginning of the relationship, towards the end. Yeah, yeah. Basically, the whole relationship, her family was very shitty to me, but luckily, we still had a good time. And they had got us a hotel after the so we took a Uber. We had took a Uber to the prom, and then we took a Uber back. We took a Uber going to the hotel after prom and stuff like that. And if I still had the pictures, if I still had the pictures in my phone, then I screencast and show y'all. But I ain't got the pictures in my phone, and I ain't got no pictures. I have pictures. I ain't got no pictures printed out either for from my prom, so I can only show y'all what I wore. And then my suit, my little jacket suit, is in my duffel bag with my coats. So yeah, but they both matched. And then the only irritating thing about the suit was it was a male that was at the prom with a similar suit jacket, and I didn't like that because I felt like I was the main one looking fly. Everybody, everybody was looking cool, but I was the main one getting like compliments on my suit, and I didn't win fucking prom, queen or king, even though I wish I did. But of course, the way high school prom is, they always gonna vote for a athlete before a regular girl. You know, a athlete and an engineering person. The way Dunbar was, we had engineering, and it was an engineering girl that won prom queen, and then it was an athlete boy. I think played basketball or football, one of the two. He won prom king, of course. And so that's the only fucked up thing about high school prom. They're always going to vote for an athlete before a regular person. And that's cool. I always thought that prom was you voting for the person that looked the best because I was looking fly in that bitch. I was the only one. I was the only girl. Well, no, I wasn't the only girl with a suit and heels. But out of whoever that wore a suit, I was that nigga. I was that nigga. And at the time, and I can say this, at the time, being in that relationship, you know, I technically was the nigga, yeah, in that relationship, and yeah, so I had just decided to wear a suit, and I let her get the experience to wear the dress, um, and then plus I um yeah, we took pictures and stuff, and then our family sent us off after we took pictures. It was probably really cool. It was really nice. It was no problems and none of that, even though her family barely liked me. It wasn't no problems or none of that. But y'all, when we was taking out pictures before we got sent off to prom, I made that girl feel like she was I made her feel like she was that motherfucker. Like That's how I was, and that's how every nigga should was. That's how every nigga do their woman. Like I can say that because I felt like I was the nigga in that relationship with that girl because she was like real fragile and shit, and I was always fighting for her, shit like that. Y'all, I gotta tell you about that when I fought a nigga for her. Like one thing you're not gonna do is play with my bitch. Like even now, if I get a new, if I even now if I get a new jump, like one thing you're not gonna do is play with mine. And I'm gonna tell you about that. I'm gonna tell you about that. I'm gonna tell you about that before I get off. I'm gonna tell you about that. But like, but yeah, I was like real conceited on my prom night. Cause what? Who gonna tell me otherwise? Who? I was real conceited. I was real conceited that night, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, I was that motherfucker. I was looking real. I was real fucking feeling myself. Like I was real. Like yeah, I was that, and I was that. Like y'all, and then everybody was like slicing it up. Like everybody was real sizing me up. Everybody, like everybody, even her family, everybody was sizing me up. And people was and they was talking about when we was taking the pictures, like the way I was looking at her, like how a nigga would look at his girl. Like they was like, ooh, like I was like real, like make her feel like she was that. Like and and I real was like feeling myself. Like I was real like that nigga on my prom night. It's like what? And then yeah. Y'all wanna know what happened in that hotel? It's like no. I ain't telling y'all that. It's like nah, fuck that bitch. But like, um, yeah. I ain't got no hate in my heart for the bitch. But, when I last talked to the bitch, we had got into it, so it's fuck her for life. Um, yeah, yeah, because that long relationship I was in is when I last seen her, where he wanted her to join the relationship because we already was something, and then at a time that we wasn't nothing, and then it was basically like he had like a real full agenda up his sleeve for her, like when I tell y'all he had a real agenda, like we were trying to like slut her out, like pretty much in our relationship. We was trying, yeah. Hey, hey, I'm like that, and yeah, and yeah, at the time, and then that was only I only did it for him. Like he did it for me, and I did it for him because I told him about um I told him about when we were together, and she pretty much cheated on me with my family member. She cheated on me with a close cousin that that's not my close cousin anymore because fuck him. Um, cause like you shouldn't have did that shit and you knew that was my bitch. You should have came and told me that she was trying to do that. Like yeah, but niggas are niggas. Niggas will always be niggas. And now it's fucking for life. My sister still be talking to him sometimes, I think. But really, I don't care. And then one day he tried to comment up on one of my videos. And I'm like, I deleted that shit. Cause what? No, we're not cool. You ain't family. You ain't nothing to me after you do that shit. And then after they did that shit, and then I had to go to a funeral, and I seen him like I was crying like shit, cause like I was like hurt, cause like it was a while since we had seen him after the fact of doing that. And then plus my bitch was like, at the time, my bitch was like that he raped her and did this and whatever. So basically she made me feel like I didn't protect her enough. So I was already going through a dark place. And then I had to see my cousin at this fucking funeral of one of my other cousins. Like that I ain't seen in a long time. He got killed. Rest in peace to you, Woody. Um, he got killed in a car accident. Um, and that still, and with that situation, that fucks with me too, because how you and how a car full of motherfuckers and only my cousin died. Only my cousin died in this fucking car crash. The nigga that was with him, one of his little friends, the nigga that was with him, he was at the fucking funeral. He was at the funeral on crutches and had a little neck brace and some bullshit. Like, I'm like, what? Yeah. But he was at the fucking funeral and everybody was like, why the fuck he here? And this and the third. And people felt like the motherfuckers that had put them in the car crash or car accident, whatever, my family felt like the motherfuckers was gonna come back and get him, the other nigga that was with my cousin. But like, because I don't know, some shit was happening at the funeral and like black people. Um, yeah, it was a lot of shit going on. But I had to see that nigga that fucked my bitch at the time. I had to see this bitch ass nigga at this funeral at my of one of my cousins, and that shit blew like that shit was like, y'all. When I tell you I was hurt, I was hurt to hurt. Like I was hurt and then hurt. Like, and mind you, at like me and the girl, we was already done and all that shit. But when I seen him, I got triggered. Like it triggered the fuck out of me because she had made me feel like I didn't protect her enough, and he did this and that and the third right up under my nose, right up under my nose, literally. While I'm around, but I wasn't paying attention to none of the shit that was going on, basically. Like, and yeah, she made me feel like I didn't protect her enough, and so we had to end and shit like that. Bitch even told me that bitch even told me she got kidnapped before on her way, like on her way home, like to me, because she was living with me at one time. So it was one night or she was coming from her family house or whatever, and it was at night. I was texting, calling her, like, where you at? I was so protective of her. I was protective of her. Like, so how the fuck you make me think that I'm trying to figure it out? Like, I'm just trying to put it together. How the fuck you get me to feel like I ain't protect you enough? And I was so very protective of you. Like, couldn't nobody fuck with you cause of me. Couldn't nobody fuck with you cause of me. And then soon as my cousin comes to this house, my close cousin was, soon as he comes to this house over the weekend, I'm hearing about shit. After he leave, she tells me, cause he comes one weekend, he get us drunk off of Hennessy. Cool. Y'all know I don't drink. I took a couple shots. I took a couple shots and I was out at the light. I was out. she tells me the next day he did something. He did what he did to her the night before when I went to sleep. Talking about he pulled her off the bed because he was in the room with me and her. He was we let him lay in the room on the floor. We had just moved into that house. It was around the corner too. It was around the corner. We had just moved into the house like probably like a month or so, before all of that. And we thought we was gonna have fun having him come over, his family, cool. Then all this shit started happening. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, y'all? I'm like, what the fuck is going on, y'all? Like for real. Then, um, so then, what the fuck that others? What? Oh, okay. What the fuck? We were sitting on the sock, and then the other sock to this one on the floor. I'm thinking I lost that shit at the fucking thing, but anyway. So then she started telling me about all this shit. So the next day after the fact, so I remember all this shit like it just happened. I remember all this shit, y'all. And y'all, I don't forget about shit. Nothing that traumatized me, I don't forget about shit. Like so y'all, so I remember her telling me. So first, it was like so y'all, it was like the middle of the night, early morning. My mom, it was about to be, it was like an hour probably before my mom had got up for work. And so we sitting up talking, me and my girlfriend at the time, when she first was telling me about the situation. So we sitting up talking, because we used to always just be up at night, just we do what we do, we was just, after we did what we did, we was just up talking. And so then um and then she was like, I have to tell you something. Me automatically me automatically when somebody tell me they have to tell me something, it's not gonna be good. In my head, I was already in a dark place and trying not to be miserable and bitter and all of this stuff, y'all. So she starts off saying, okay, I gotta tell you something. And I don't want it. And she basically was like, I don't want to keep holding it in. So I'm like, okay, keep talking. So she like, when we was in Virginia after we came from Nebraska, we had to go to Virginia. We was living with one of her older sisters at the time, so we could get back home. No, Virginia. No, that time in Virginia, was that from the? Yeah, that was from when we came back from Nebraska. Cause one of my sisters was with me, my twin. She was with me. She was with us too, and that's when she had her first baby, Kyla. Um, but yeah, so um, I'm trying to think about this shit before I get off. It already been too long. But yeah, y'all. So then she says, um, yeah, when we was in Virginia, cause I remember that day too, and I started putting two and two together. So one day, and that's going back in time. So when we was in Virginia, we had got into it about some petty shit, right? Me and the girl, we had got into it about some petty shit. So And at the time we was looking for apartments and shit because we had the money saved up when we was living with our sister. So me and my twin, we was searching up places to look, and that was before we moved around the corner, before all the cousin shit happened, like literally before all the cousin shit happened. Yeah. So um so then um so y'all remember that day she went her little corner. So mind you, I was so overprotective of her, and I just called triple five and quadruple five. But anyway, um, so y'all know I was so overprotective of her. I was always checking her phone. I was always going through her phone and shit. I was like real overprotective of her, and I was in a dark place. So I didn't trust nothing. Like, and then plus she was one of them sneaky motherfuckers. Like she was real sneaky. So I was always a phone checking motherfucker. She made me that way. Cause like she was being sneaky. And I remember I remember after we had got into it, while me and my twin was in the middle of searching for places to, go or whatever, to, buy, rent or whatever the case, to live at. But I remember after we got into it, she went in her little place. She went in her little corner or whatever. She went to herself and she was on her phone. And I think that's the time, in that moment is when she was texting him, my cousin at the time. She was texting him. So going back forward, she tells me when she told me about this, she was like, when we was in Virginia, I initiated the conversation basically with the cousin. And I said, initiated what conversation? What was it about? She goes tells me she was curious. How curious do you gotta be to go to your partner's cousin? How fucking curious do you gotta be to cheat with your girl cousin? Like, like, how curious do you gotta be? That you couldn't come ask me. You couldn't like I was so confused. So I'm like, immediately I get pissed off. I'm like, what you mean you was curious? So she's slowly going into it. I could see all over her face. She's scared as fuck. She's slowly going into it and it's pissing me off even more. So I'm like, get to the fucking point. Because what you mean that you was curious? Get to the point. She goes to tell me, she asked him, you know, because she was a virgin of men. She was a virgin. She's talking about she was curious. She asked him, "How does it feel?" and and all of the sexual shit they started talking about. But then she was like, she just stopped talking to him. She ain't never tell him that. She was just like, she felt like at a point she said she felt like it was wrong, and she she said that she ain't want to go through it anymore because they had planned when they seen each other. Mind you, she told me they had planned it back in Virginia, and he knew we was about to be moving, pretty much. And she was just like, oh, I was curious, so I asked him, some question. I asked him some sexual questions and stuff like that. And because I'm a virgin, this and there, mind you, we're a lesbian. We were a lesbian couple. I mean, I was bisexual, but whatever. We were a couple. So, being as though it's two females, we were using a strap. How you that fucking curious? You go to an actual male to want to know what it feels like. I'm confused. Do you want to be bisexual or do you want to be lesbian like you say you are? I don't know if she in a relationship now. She tried to tell me that she was in a relationship, a new relationship and all that shit with a girl or with whoever. I don't know what the fuck she thought she was doing. But baby, you did not make me jealous. Cause the way I went at your ass, cause you thought you did something. Yes. Hey. But so she goes to tell me it's then third. Mind you, so the day that she told me, actually it was like some weeks or a month after that cousin shit. So she decides that she said that she ain't wanna keep holding it in. It's eating her. Like it's eating up her like brain and shit. Whatever the fuck. That basically she was tired of holding it in, and yeah, he was tearing her apart mentally, keeping it, keeping it from me. It was tearing her up, keeping it from me, definitely. Cause you knew who the fuck you was dealing with. She knew who she was dealing with. Her family tried to call me abusive, but I never put my hands on that girl unless she gave me a reason. But I never like like physically. I never really like hit her. I've threatened to fucking beat the fuck out of her and all that shit, but I've never really like hit her like for real. Because I knew I was in love with her. She was my first girlfriend. It was cool at the beginning until the family started putting in their inputs. And ain't nobody with you. Ain't nobody with you. I'm with her. I'm not marrying you. I ain't dating you. Why you putting your input in something that only she gotta deal with? Only she wanna deal with it. Only she gotta deal with it. Why you putting your input about me? You don't even know me. Family didn't even want to even get to know me. Like, and it's still at the time it was a little bit hate in my heart, but still I have no hate in my heart for her. I don't have no hate in my heart for them, anymore. Cause I had hate in my heart because I was in a dark space, and little do they know their daughter, sister, whoever she was, you know, put me in that space. Little did they know, because she was living with me at 16, 15, one of the two. She was no, one was 15 or 16. It was like 16 or 17. She was living with me. She like real moved well. She was slowly moving herself in, but then I completely moved her in because I was protective of her. And she was always up under me. She was always following me around like a fucking sad puppy dog. Okay? Like, so, and very fucking fragile. Like, so yeah, so It's currently 10:56, y'all. I need to eat. But yeah, she told me all this and that, and she was like, the first night that he was there, he pulled her off the bed and while I was asleep, and I was drunk. And y'all know, it only take a couple shots for me to be out, cause I'm a lightweight. So yeah, and you know, Hennessy, that's demon liquor. Hennessy is demon liquor. Like, I don't, I don't like to drink none of that hard shit. I done end up becoming a wine girl for real, especially when I'm in my little joint house. That's all he do is like, that's all he do is drink wine and hookah. But, I done became a wine girl. Certain wines, Moscato is one of them. Pink Moscato is one of them. But anyway, it's only good when it's cold. I never drink it hot. I never drink no wine hot. It's not. It don't taste great. It tastes like when I drink wine hot, it tastes like beer. When I drink it cold, it's mm, it's one. Okay. But anyway, I done got all sidetracked and shit, and I been on here for like 2 hours. 2 hours. But yeah, so she tells me about the first night, and I'm like, okay, because we had a blow up bed. We had just moved into the house like about a month ago. So we didn't really have, the house wasn't full furnished, you know, and having beds and all that shit. So we had a blow up bed, and we was chilling, we was all drinking and stuff like that. Cool. Yeah, I know I ain't no party pooper. I drink. At first, I was like, no, I don't want that. That's all you brought is Hennessy. Like, but I think we was drinking and smoking. But yeah, I was out like I like, like I like, like I like, like I like. Anyway, so, um, yeah, it was crazy, y'all. So she told me about the first night. Mind you, this is in the beginning. This is the middle of the night, early morning. My mom about to get up in a couple hours. At this time, she telling me. So my mom was in the room at that time. We already had got beds and all that shit, and you know, we had two beds in the room. We gave my mom the bigger bed, and we had the small bed and whatever. It was only one bedroom apartment, and all that shit, a kitchen, den, and living room, shit like that. But yeah, and I had a walk-in closet, and the bathroom was outside the room. That was the good thing about it. About the one bedroom, the bathroom being outside the room. In this apartment, the bathroom is in the room in this one bedroom apartment, and it's a lot smaller. Yeah, it's a lot smaller in here. But yeah, she told me about that. At this point, I'm fired up. I'm pissed. I'm trying not to wake my mother up at that point. I'm fired the fuck up. And I'm like, what, bruh? I'm like, what? What you mean? Like, what? And, and I'm trying to keep my voice down and shit. Cause when I'm mad, it start rising. So So yeah, she was like, so then she was like, calm down, da, da, da. I'm like, ain't no fucking calm down, bruh. Ain't no calm down. So basically, when she first told me, she made it seem like she wasn't with the shits. She told me he pulled her off the bed while I was asleep because she was laying up under me, and she was laying on the same side that he was laying on the floor because we had our bed up against the wall. So she was laying on the same side that, because we was up watching something on my phone or something, and then I end up falling asleep first before both of them. So who knows what the fuck happened when I first went to sleep. I couldn't feel shit. I ain't feel nothing or whatever. And um so then oh sorry y'all. So then she going into detail, of what he did, once he got her off the bed. She talking about she was trying to wake up. She felt him pulling her pants down, whatever. Like she said he pulled her off the bed. She said once she hit the floor, she was trying to wake up. I guess she felt like she had rolled on the floor or something. I don't know. But somehow I didn't feel her get pulled out of my arms because she was we were laying. She was on this side. She was laying in my arm, her head right here. Somehow when I went to sleep from being drunk, I didn't feel nothing about her being pulled out of my arm. Like, I don't know if he had moved my arm. I don't know if he just pulled her out of my arm. I don't know if she had got up. I don't know anything. I'm going off of what she told me, right? Cool. So, and I guess, and then at some point, no, I think at some point I probably like turned over when she was up under me. I probably like turned over on the other side, and because I was asleep or whatever. But yeah, so she was like, he did that. I'm trying to keep my composure and shit because I'm getting fired the fuck up and I feel my blood boiling. So I'm like, this is my cousin we're talking about. This is my fucking blood cousin that we're talking about. My close cousin. Somebody I technically grew up with. I, and you telling me he did this, that, and this, and this, and that to you? My bitch. Okay, keep on going. I'm telling her, keep going. I keep going, and I'm trying to put shit together, and she telling me, and this and whatever. I even started crying because I'm already in a bad headspace, and I was like, I real felt like I ain't protect her enough, cause she brought it to me like he raped her. That's how she brought it to me. And I'm like, right up under my nose, bruh. I ain't hear shit. I ain't see shit. Bruh, did you say something to me? I'm asking her questions. I'm like, did you try to wake me up? Why didn't you wake me up? Why didn't you do this? Did you tap me? What? Like, bruh, like, what? So I'm just like, I'm livid. I'm asking her questions. She was trying to wake up. And I think she said she tapped me or something, but I didn't wake up. I turned over. I think she said I turned over when she tapped me and she thought I was waking up, but I was asleep. And I was like, I didn't feel you tap me, bruh. You didn't shake me. You didn't tap me. You didn't do none of that. Why didn't you scream? Why didn't you, if you real felt like It was unconsent. If you real felt like it was really unconsent, why didn't you why didn't you cry? Why didn't you hit the bed, shake me, scare me out my sleep, something so I can catch this nigga doing it? Why didn't you do any of that? She didn't do none of that. So I'm trying to put two and two together. Like, you already had told me that you initiated conversation back in Virginia. And then you talking about some, you ain't want to go through it no more. You felt like it was wrong, this and whatever. Cool, when you said you stopped texting him. But you didn't tell him, I guess she didn't tell him that she ain't want to do it no more. No, she said she did tell him she ain't want to do it no more. She ain't want to go through it no more. But she said she didn't think that he would still go through with it himself, you know, and all of that. I know my cousin. Like, man, that man ain't no rapist. He ain't none of that. He just a nigga doing nigga shit. And yo bitch ass let him do it. So therefore, you like this something. Cause you let him do it. Man, she tells me the day after, cause the next day after that, cause I remember that whole weekend. I remember that whole weekend. That day, the next day of that weekend that he was there. Because I think he came on a Friday. That Saturday, I hopped in the shower. My sister left out to go meet her baby father or do whatever with her baby father at the time. Um, I don't know what, because they wasn't living together at first. They wasn't living together at the time, and he was going through a bunch of bullshit, and she was trying to, whatever. I don't know if she was trying to be there for him, whatever. Cool, fuck that nigga. But yeah, I don't like her baby mom. I don't care. Yeah, I'd never be my brother-in-law. I don't care if they married. I'll never see him as a brother. No. But anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, I remember I got in the shower. Them two, I don't know what they was doing. Um, they asked to play Uno before I got in the shower. I said, all right, we could play. We could play Uno once I get my life together. I'm gonna hop in the shower, get freshened up. Cool. We could play. And they're like, all right. And whatever. Cool. So I remember I was in the shower. I didn't hear nothing. I ain't hear like no cry. I ain't hear no scream. I ain't hear no stop or this or that. I ain't hear no bump, nothing. I ain't hear nothing. It was quiet as a fucking mouse when I was in the shower. And I should have known it was too fucking quiet. Something was going on while I was in the shower. Yeah. He did I ain't even gonna just put it on him. They did something while I was in the shower. Yeah, they did something while I was in the shower because it was too fucking quiet. And then next thing you know, I was probably in the shower for close to 30 minutes. I take long showers. She know I take long showers. My cousin don't know I take long showers, of course. But she know I take long showers. I was in there damn near 30 minutes. Okay? She comes in the bathroom. I don't see that she been crying. She don't look disturbed. She is nothing. She wasn't giving me nothing, no vibe that something negative happened to her. Okay? Keep that in mind. She decided, so how our relationship dynamic was. She wants to come fuck with me while I'm in the shower. Trying to be on her little pervert shit. She was obsessed with me, y'all. She was obsessed with me, y'all. And mind you, my body looked good as shit. She was obsessed with me, y'all. And I tell you, obsessed, like obsessed that I've seen, clingy as fuck and obsessed. So when she comes in the bathroom, I look out the shower. I'm like, you good? No, I don't think I even said anything. I looked at her. She smiled at me or something, and I'm like, you coming to fuck with me, ain't you? And she was like, yeah, of course. So she didn't give me no reason to think something had happened to her by my cousin. Didn't give me no thought. She didn't give me no vibe. She didn't give me no uncomfortable feeling. I didn't feel any of that. Y'all know I connect with energy. Like whether if it's good, bad, whatever. I connect with energy more than anything. If I feel like if you give if you look like you being bothered, I'ma feel you've been bothered. Like like I don't even know how to say it, like, but like basically like I could tell if your mood been changed. She had been and I just called triple two. She had she came in the bathroom, she started playing around and shit while I'm in the shower and shit. Yeah, I'm trying to get her something. And I'm like, girl, wait till I get out the shower. Like, I had cousin in the next room. like chill. She wanna be playing. I'm like, bruh, get your ass like get your ass out. We laughing and joking around and shit. She all up in, putting her head on the film and shit. Cool. So yeah, that shit was crazy. So basically I think she stayed in the bathroom for the rest of the time being of me rinsing off the soap and damn near pretty much getting out, because I was already in there too long as it is. I probably washed up about three times as me being in there for 30 minutes, close to 30 minutes. I've been washed out. I done washed up like 2 or 3 times, like not thinking nothing of what's going on out there. I'm literally just thinking about me freshening up and we about to play this game. And I'm about to whoop their ass and no. That's what I'm thinking about. Like, that's all I was fucking thinking about. And she stayed in the bathroom for the rest of the time being until I got out. He probably thought, she told me something, but she didn't tell me anything. That's the whole kill. She didn't tell me nothing. She didn't make me feel like something had happened to her. Like, it was no vibe there that it was no negative vibe that her peace was disturbed. Like, so yeah. Oh yeah, and she told me the first night when he took her off the bed and pulled her pants down, he inserted himself, but she said it hurted. She was trying to push him away, and then he gave up when she started fighting. So he gave up, and I think he put it in her raw. So yeah. So yeah. So then the next day she tells me, and she didn't even tell me, she ain't say nothing the next day of something happening, because she came in the bathroom, she was playing around and shit like that. And I guess that was her way to not think about what the fuck she had just did before she walked into that bathroom. By come fucking with me while I'm in the shower. And it's just like, and that's just how our relationship was anyway. And then really, we used to take showers together for real, but she decided she didn't want to take no shower with me, so it was cool. I ain't think nothing of it, but we had normally took showers together. Cause I really wanted to get in the shower. Like I was really like, I really needed a shower. That's how I felt. Cause I don't even like even a teeny bit of smell on me. Like no, I don't even want a faint, no type of faint smell on me. Okay, I'm a cleanly person. I don't want no type of smell on me. It's not given. And we used to take showers together, but it was like I didn't think nothing of it at that time. She didn't want to take no shower with me, so it was like I'm like cool. I get it by myself. But yeah, so then okay, so I put my towel on, put my robe on. He was somewhere in the living room, or he was doing whatever. I think she had gave him the Uno cards, whatever the case. He was just in the living room. He was somewhere in the living room, and then at that point, like my twin, she was in the house by then. By the time I got out the shower, cause she had left out once I was getting ready to get in. And that's when she was like, so I was in there for a good minute. She was in the house by the time I got out, and you know, yeah. So I put my stuff on, and I'm like, what the fuck, y'all? I think I said something to them or whatever. Yeah, I think I said something to them or whatever. And I went into the room. I was like, I'm gonna get a dress real quick, and yeah. I think I asked her if she was coming in the room with me while I'm getting dressed, or if she was gonna go back out there with them. And I think I don't know if she stayed with me in the room or what. I think she did stay with me in the room. I don't know. I don't remember that part. But I remember I got dressed or whatever. I closed the door real quick. I went in my closet, pulled out whatever I was gonna wear, what I felt like wearing, so comfortable. And then I, I greased up like I normally grease up, smelling good, cool. Threw my clothes on, got my hair together, and I opened the door, went in the living room and shit like that. So we started playing Uno. So next thing you know, in the middle of playing Uno, he's saying like randomly, he started saying chicken shit. Mind you, I didn't know he was talking to her, or I didn't know what, cause I knew he was talking to her because when she was kind of responding, but I didn't know why he was saying chicken shit to her. He was saying that because she was scared or whatever. So I guess ain't shit really happened, but it attempted to happen before my sister came into the house and they was about to get caught. And yeah, so then so we all playing the game and shit. He just keeps saying chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit. I look up at him, he looking at her. So I knew he was talking to her. And I'm just, and at first, I ain't thinking of enough. In the moment, I didn't think nothing of it, kind of. Like, but then I was kind of in my head, like, what the fuck, y'all? Like, what the fuck? Did I miss something? Like, cause I'm like, I know it ain't about the game, cause I'm winning. Fuck, I know it ain't about the game. And I'm like, so in the back of my mind, I was kind of like, what the fuck is what is like what's going on here? They talking with their eyes and shit. But I ain't like I ain't make a scene, I ain't do none of that. Cause it was like it wasn't nothing was giving me that she had been bothered still. So he looking at her and then I look at her. She look at me and then kinda think about it. She kinda gave me like a little face. But it seemed like she tried to brush it off before I could ask her like what's wrong, like in front of him. So I ain't say nothing. Cause then she tried to put on a smile and all this shit. She gave me a little face. It was like a quick slight little face. And then cause I don't know how I looked at her, I just looked at her or whatever. So I might have gave her like a little look where she probably got a tad bit scared. Cause she might have thought I thought she might have thought that I was thinking it, but I wasn't really. And yeah, so and I guess she felt like I was gonna catch him in the middle. I guess I was gonna catch him doing some shit to her or some shit. I don't fucking know. But yeah. Um yeah. So then eventually the game was over and basically he only stayed for them 2 days. He had left that same day that he had played Uno. The next day, that Saturday, he had left a couple hours later, or whatever. He had left. He ain't stay another night. He had left that same day, and I was wondering why he ain't stayed till Sunday. Yeah, I was wondering why he ain't stayed till the whole weekend. But I'm like, cool, whatever. He probably got shit to do. So yeah, but I'm like, we had fun or whatever. We had fun, shit like that, and And then yeah, so forward to her telling me about that day of what happened, going to the day when she tells me like long. So at this point, we had got up out the bed as she talking to me, telling me what happened. We leave the room because I know mom about to get up for work. I don't want her to know what's going on, because I'm trying to figure it out myself of what's going on. So I didn't want to be like loud and all this shit. We went into the living room before my mama had to get up. And my sister and her baby father was in the living room. They was sleeping on the couch with my niece. They was sleeping on the couch. So yeah, everybody, the whole house was asleep but me and her. We goes out the room. I said close the door because like I don't want to wake mom up. What the fuck is going on? I cussed the bathroom light on and we standing like in front of the bathroom door and I'm like leaning on the wall like what the fuck is going on, bro? Like I'm like, what you trying to tell me? And then she was like, yes. So forward to forward a couple hours later in that same day after mom leave for work. Yeah, after mom leave for work, we were still talking about it, but I had to keep it down until she left. And then we got into it because like what? So I was trying to be considerate, and because I felt like I thought she was telling the truth. You know, I felt like she was telling the truth. So I was trying to be considerate of her getting hurt. She even started crying to me, and it made me cry. She even started fucking crying to me, y'all, and she telling me this. We end up sitting on mom bed. We sitting on mom bed. and she's sitting in front of me. I was sitting on mom's bed. She sat in a chair in front of me or whatever. And yeah, she telling me all of this. And she was like, when I was in the shower, that the day that it happened, when I was in the shower before she came into the bathroom, that she was going in the dishwasher to get a cup for some water or whatever the case may be. She said he came behind her, pulled her pants down, and inserted himself. But she said it hurt it again, but she was like, it hurt it. So she pushed him away, and then Lexi ended up coming in the house after the fact. My twin, her name Lexi, but my twin, she ended up coming in the house after the fact of that happening, because he said he came behind her and he was like, he was a little bit aggressive. And I'm like, okay. And she started tearing up. Yeah, like I feel like she was just working up her tears. She was just trying to work up her tears. Like I feel like she was thinking about something else to cry about to make her cry. As she telling me what's going on, because I don't think, now that I think about it, it wasn't how she said it was. Because if that was the case, you would have even told Twin, because she was out in the living room. She came in the house after the fact that happened. You could have told Twin while I was in the shower. You could have told Twin. We all was like this. We always went everywhere together. We went everywhere together. All three of us went everywhere together. Me and my twin, we already like this. And then when she came into the picture, we all was like this, and we was going everywhere together. So I'm like, why? I'm like, I was like, where was Twin at when all this happened? She was like, she was still gone, and this and the third. She came in after the fact. She came in the house after the fact, and this and the third. Like, I was pissed off. I was livid, yo. And then, so Twin and her baby father was in the living room by the time I came out the room, and I was real upset. I was like I was extremely upset. And my twin was trying to figure out what happened, because the door was closed when she was telling me. And then at the time, at the time after she told me that, I just didn't give a fuck no more. And I probably wasn't as considerate. And she, she probably felt like I was just mad with her or whatever. But I wasn't mad with her at the time, because I didn't know that she wasn't telling the truth. So I was believing her. I was on her side. But then she was making it seem like we was about to get into it, and she was trying to leave. She was trying to leave as we started to get into it, because I'm like, you real make me feel like I didn't. And at that point, I was so in a dark space. I ain't give a fuck no more. And I'm like, you real made me feel like before I came out the room and all that shit. And before we came out the room, I think she left the room before I did, because she was trying to leave, or I came out the room first, and then she was trying to leave, or she did leave, and she told me she gonna take a walk or some shit. Why you even think you about to take a walk by yourself? I don't care if it's light outside, dark. I don't give up. Why you think you about to go anywhere by yourself when we always together? No matter what we going through. Nobody knew I was in this dark headspace but my twin and her, because she the one put me there. She was more the reason. her and her family was more of the fucking reason, because she wasn't taking up for me. Her family used to talk down on me and shit like that, and then they trying to put shit in her head and this and the third, that I'm abusive, I'm a bad influence, this and the third. Like what? You know I ain't no fucking bad influence on you. You know I never put my hands on you. We always play fight. But you know I never really put my hands on you. I never took my anger out on you physically. Why wouldn't you take up for me? When they say, oh, she's abusive and this and the third. Because one day she went home with a hickey on her cheek. I put it like somewhere right by her eye. Or like, cause we was playing and I was like, bro, I put a fucking hickey on your shit right now before you leave. Like, cause I was like, fuck your neck. I'll put it on your face so you can see that shit. Right? Cause we was playing and I was like, I remember that day too. And like we was playing this shit, and she was like really darker than me, but you still her face was like a little light where you could see it was a big ass hickey. You see my lips, how thick my lips are, because her lips was like white people lips, like she barely had lips. So you know I got full lips, so that fucking hickey was big as shit on her cheek. And it was starting to get darker and darker as it would been there. Cause it was red. And then it just started to turn darker, like purplish. So it looked like a bruise. But she knew it wasn't no fucking bruise. And she knew we was playing before she had left to go to her mama house. That same day I put the fucking hickey on her face. Like, you just gonna let your mama say, oh, I put my hands on you? What? I had to read the fucking messages between her and her mama. Yeah, when I was going through her phone, I was reading through everybody's fucking messages. Whoever she was texting, I was reading through all their messages because I knew they was talking real bad about me. I knew they ain't had no fucking life. Like, they ain't have no life at all. Talking real down on me. And I had to read that shit. And that fucking broke me. That broke my fucking heart. Because she could not speak up for her fucking self. You grown as fuck. You can't speak up for yourself or your girl. Somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with. You couldn't speak up for me, bro. And and I've taken up for you against anybody, against anybody, in school or out of school. Come on now. But yeah, so that was that. And then oh yeah, going back to so she leave out. I'm upset. I'm standing in the kitchen little den area part by where the dryer, by where the washer and dryer was at in a little den area. So I'm like standing there because we had a big ass window right there. So I came out the room, fired up. I'm bawling tears, everything, face turning red, everything, fucking horns coming out my shit, fucking the fucking fire coming out my shit. Like, that's how mad I was. Like, I felt that shit like blowing through my fucking. I felt the wind, how fired up I was. I felt the wind coming through. I felt the fucking like the wind or whatever fuck when you know on them cartoons when the cartoon person turn real red and then the little smoke come out their ears. I felt that shit like coming through as I was mad. I felt that shit. It was like a sound, like yeah. And then I think back on it, like I was real in the dark place, and I felt like a demon took over me a little bit. I know it did in school when I fought somebody for her. It definitely took over, and that's the same demon that I try to keep away from motherfuckers that, live in this house that's keep fucking with me. Hmm. But yeah, so, and then, I'm gonna go to the fucking, it's 11:36. So I'm gonna go to the motherfucking library. So yeah, um, I need to change. I got to pee now. So let me hurry up and then I'm gonna talk about the rest of this and then I'm gonna get off. I ain't even gonna talk about the when I fought for her yet. I ain't gonna talk about that shit. I probably got a video of me talking about all this already. But it's just hey, sometimes you don't get over things right away. It takes years to get over shit. And that shit, that's something that like, I can't necessarily get past yet. Like, and she pretty much ruined it for anybody, any other female that want to be my girl. She ruined it for them. She ruined it for the Virgos anyway, because she was a Virgo. August 30th. But I'm just 8 months older than her. We was born in the same year. I was 8 months older than her. But yeah, cause ain't August the 8th month? I don't know, fuck it. But yeah. Yeah, I was right. I had to figure. Y'all, I don't know what the fuck it is. I got it. I had to figure that shit out real quick. But I was all this shit. Um, where was I? So yeah, I'm in the kitchen, fired up. Then Lexi, um, and Twin came in, was like, "What's wrong? What happened?" And she was like, "Where's she going?" I was like, "I don't fucking know." Yeah, and this and that. And then I told Twin what she told me. I'm like, she told me that this man fucking raped her, bruh. Like she told me that he did this and that to her. She went into every fucking detail, bruh. And real, and she upset because I cussed her out for not fucking telling me in the fucking first place. She ain't give me no fucking. She basically, I was so in the dark space. I ain't give a fuck that I was being inconsiderate. If it was true, you know, and yeah. So then, I'm telling her what happened. She like calmed down. She was like, she was like, our cousin would not do that. He's not that type of person. And she was asking me, do I believe it? I was like, I don't know. You make me feel like I didn't fucking protect her enough, bro. She real just sat in that room, cried in my face, and real told me this shit in fucking detail since earlier this morning. She was like, "Oh, that's what y'all was arguing." She was like, "I heard y'all arguing a little bit earlier before mom left." It was like four. It was like five something in the morning when we was talking and shit. And that was literally before my mother. A couple minutes before. That was a couple minutes before my mother had to get up or whatever. And she was like, "Oh, that's why the bathroom light was on and stuff." And I heard you sound like you was mad about something. I was like, "Yeah," because that's when she first told me. I told my twin everything that she told me from the very first jump. She told me this, and I was like, "Bruh, I don't know what the fuck to believe, bruh." I was like, "I don't know what to believe." And her baby father was sitting in the living room the whole time with Kyla, with their baby or whatever. And Twin was trying to figure out what's going on. I was getting pissed off with everybody because Twin was the one that invited him. Because I didn't talk to him. I didn't talk to him that whole time, even from Virginia. I ain't talked to them this whole time. And It was already planned for him to come on the weekend and come chill with us from my twin. They had planned it, but then he had his own little plan after that. Then he had little separate plans with this. So then I was pissed off and this and the third. So at first twin was like, I felt like this is my fault. I should never told him to come. We should have talked about this first before him coming over here and this and the third. And she was like, I feel bad because I feel bad you going through this. And it's my fault he even came over for the weekend and stuff like that. I'm like, bruh, it's not even you, it's her. I know, I understand you ain't tell me till the last minute. You feel bad for not telling me, when y'all talked about it, and I was told at the last minute he coming on the weekend, but I was cool with it. I was fine. I'm like, he get to meet my girl or whatever the case may be. I'm thinking they're just gonna meet on the weekend. I'm thinking that's their first time meeting on the fucking weekend. They was fucking talking, laying around like they was already talking, and then she decides she wants to tell me all this shit weeks later, like weeks later. And yeah, so I'm telling my twin about everything that's going on. I'm trying to calm myself down, and at that time, I didn't know I had high blood pressure. Felt my heart pumping out of my chest. My eyes was probably she was like, your eyes, she was like, your face is red, your eyes are red, you need to calm down. She like, try to calm down and tell me what happened. I was like, I can't calm down, bro. Fuck calming down, bro. I want to kill this nigga. I want to do any, like, I want to fucking get this nigga. She real just told me that he did what he did up under my nose, bro. And all of that, like, from the time we was drinking with this motherfucker, from the time I got in the shower, you left out, I was pissed off. Like, she's real sitting here telling me all of this shit, bruh. Within 2 fucking days, they done did some shit. In them 2 days that he was there, I'm sick. I'm real thinking that it wasn't consent and all of this shit. She real cried in my face. She cried, went outside because I was pissed off and I couldn't calm down. Even for her, I couldn't calm down because before I left the room, she was trying to tell me to calm down, and I'm sitting there telling her like, bro, I feel like I didn't protect you enough. And I even text him the day that she told me. I even text him right after she said everything she had to tell me. I text him and he fucking provoked the fuck out of me. Oh, I'll do it again. I'm like, why my bitch saying that you did something to her? And he was like, you need to talk to your girl because she the one initiated the conversation. And when y'all was in Virginia, he real sitting there telling me shit like it wasn't just him. And he was telling me that it wasn't just him, that you instead of checking me, you need to check your girl. Da, da, da. Like, he was getting mad because that the way I was coming at him because we family. But I'm like, I'm coming at you because we family, bruh. Like, why is my girl sitting here telling me that you fucking raped her? Is that true? He like, what? Nobody fucking raped nobody. And all this, that, and the third, and this, thing, whatever. I'm like, bro, you fuck my bitch, bro. He was like, first of all, she and this, that, and the third. We going back and forth, and he's talking about, I'll do it again, I'll fuck her again, do that, third. And Like, and I'm telling this nigga, like, bruh, you better not bring your ass back the fuck over here, bruh, because I'm going to do your ass in. And at that time, when I said I'm going to do your ass in, I'm going to kill your ass. Like, I real told her that. I'm going to fucking kill you. Like, you sitting here fucking provoking me in this is a fucking serious situation. You sitting here fucking provoking me, talking about, you like, I didn't rape nobody, but I fucked your bitch. This, that, and the third, and this, that. And I'm like, bruh. And he was like, she initiated the conversation. She texts me. I didn't text her. She texts me. Go check your bitch and da da da. You might want to check her because she's sitting there lying. She's like, he was like, she's lying in your face and da 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 da. Cause I think she was trying to tell me not to text him. Like, don't. She's like, don't, and this and the third. Like, she was trying to tell me not to fucking do it. And I did it anyway. Cause I was in the dark headspace. How the fuck you gonna think you gonna tell me in detail what somebody did to you? And you think this demon eye gonna come out? I was real telling his ass like, I ain't got the messages no more. I been deleted that shit. I put that man on the block list on everything. Like, and then he tried to fucking one day he tried to fucking reach out to me on my YouTube. No, ouch! I just hit my lip. Like, no, it's not given. Like, no, you can't reach out to me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around your ass, bruh. I was real going on him. I was real fucking going on him and shit. And he was provoking me and shit. I'm like, bro, you supposed to be my fucking cousin, bro. Why would you sit there and fucking, why wouldn't you tell me that my bitch trying to talk to you? Why wouldn't you tell me that as my cousin? We fucking grew up together. Why wouldn't you tell me that? And then sitting there talking about something, oh, I'll fuck her again, this, that, and third. And I'm like, bro, I wish your ass would come the fuck back over here. I'm gonna kill your dumb ass. Like, I real told his ass that. Yeah, I ain't give no fucks back then. I ain't getting no fucks. Cause I was in the dark headspace. I told his ass, I will fucking kill you if you show up at this fucking door for any reason. I even told my sister, I don't care if you talk to him, but he's dead to me. I don't care if you talk to him. You can go chill with him. Y'all could link up, but no, it won't be all three of us. It won't be three of us again. It won't be three of us again. Cause me and Twin and him, we used to stay hanging out. We like not hanging out, but like when we used to go to my grandmother's house for the weekends, like we used to stay under him, like be with him and shit, and our other cousins, his brothers and shit. Like, so I'm just like, cause it was four of us that was close in age. Cause my other two big cousins, they was always doing their own thing, so they was barely around. Whatever. When us growing up, they was around, but they wasn't around. You know, most weekends when we had most weekends when we was over there at my grandmama's house and shit. That yeah. Let me just spark my lip. But yeah, that shit happened or whatever. Yeah, that was that. And since then, and then, oh yeah, and then, yeah, since then, I haven't, I haven't spoke to him. I last see him on, nah, I seen him a little bit after. I seen him like one more time, like after, after my cousin's funeral. I seen him at my cousin's funeral and I was crying. He was holding me. He apologized to me and stuff like that and shit like that, like and all that. And he hugged me. I started crying more because that shit was so triggering, right? How fucking dare you? And then he apologized to me for doing it or whatever the case may be. And I think he asked, was we still together? I'm like, nah, we been broke up for, we was already going through shit, but we been broke up. Like, but this shit still triggers me. Seeing you, it triggers me because I haven't seen you since after that. After it was told to me, this is the first time me seeing you after long after she told me this shit. And I sat there and I stood there and I told him that why my twin was right there. Because she had to make sure that I don't do nothing to this nigga. Because I told him, like, bro, if I see your ass, I'm going to get your ass, bro. And then when I seen him, he was standing across the street with my other cousins. Nobody else knew what the fuck was going on but me, my twin, and him. So, yeah. I seen him and she was like, just go to him and y'all need to talk. She was like, y'all need to talk or whatever the case may be. And I was like, I don't want to fucking talk to that man. I don't want to be here no more. After seeing him, I don't want to fucking be at this funeral no more. Like, she was like, y'all need to talk and you got to get past this and the third. So my twin talked me into talking to him at the funeral. And it made me cry more because when I seen him, it triggered me. And I thought about when she told me this shit. And then we had argued. So I ain't never seen her no more because I cut him off and shit. And then I seen him again one more time. And then that fucked up my relationship because I didn't tell the person that I was with at the time, the way shit was going. We was already going downhill at the relationship. So like, well, it wasn't really going downhill, but I think that was the tip of the iceberg that fell in our relationship. Cause it was like I was working at Safeway, and he came to come see me. Like it was long after the funeral or whatever. I seen him one more time. And that was after the funeral. He talking about he wanted to come link with me, smoke with me. Cool. My person at the time, he seen the messages, but he didn't know that was my cousin. He felt like he felt like this was just some nigga, and he basically thought I was cheating on him and shit. And I wasn't cheating on him. And I'm like, it's been other shit. I've told him while I was on mushrooms about this same cousin. That real feeling that came out, like real shit that done happened. And I told the person at the time when I was on mushrooms, cause true shit, real true shit come out when you on mushrooms and shit, on that psychedelic and all that shit. And yeah, so that was that. And then yeah, basically linking up with him while I was at work. And I didn't tell, because I normally tell my person, you know, what I'm doing or what I'm about to do and just that and the third, because I had got used to doing that because he was so possessive and protective. Like, so I was always telling him when I'm making a move or this and the third. And at the time, I just forgot to tell him that, like, my cousin wanted to go see me. That's my cousin, this and the third. He want to come see me, smoke with me, and chill. While I'm on my break. As I told him, my break was 30 minutes, which it was. I Everything was true that I said to him, but he was so fucking insecure and shit because he don't go nowhere. He was so fucking insecure, so he felt like I was cheating on him. But I'm like, what? Ain't nobody fucking cheating on you. I know how crazy you are, nigga. It's like, if you know how crazy a nigga is, you're insane to cheat on him. Like what? I knew how crazy that motherfucking Libra was. Tipped that fucking scale the wrong way. Fuck, I knew how crazy that motherfucker was. I was not on nothing. Wasn't on nothing. And then So, but he real felt like it was like any situation. He felt like I was doing something, and I wasn't doing anything, and I just forgot to tell him that, you know, yeah, that's just what it was. But and then plus he told me he already had seen the fucking messages anyway. So I'm like, what you mad for? Oh, because I didn't tell you that it was my cousin. But you shouldn't have fucking assumed that he was just some nigga wanting to come see me. I'm the fuck confused. Nigga. Like, I'm the fuck confused. What? Whatever. What that shit old now? I'm about to get the fuck out of here because this time, y'all know that shit was like two something minutes. I mean, that shit was like that time was like 2 hours and something, and then that shit started over. So let me get the fuck up out of here, y'all. And yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with any and everybody. Never go. This chan. No, it's your girl, the gang, gang, the big knee TV, big knee TV, big knee. Big Dog Nique TV. Stand up. Who am I? Who am I? Big Dog Nique. What's up? Oh, shit. Well, anyway. I be trying to change up my outros, but who do you think they fucking with? Not me. Not me. Not me. Not Big Dog Nique. Huh? It's your girl. Your girl, the smiley. Pretty cute. The goofy. The dancing knee. Oh shit, hold on. The silly ass knee, the fat thing, knee, the long tongue, Betty. Ow, bitch. I don't